I've been listening to you for many years, and I'm a flight attendant, and I just want to give everybody a heads up about the surge in COVID right now. It's time to start masking up.
Really?
Yeah, so I fly back and forth between Chicago and Europe twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
And the number of people that are just sick, I obviously am not giving people COVID tests on the plane, but
you can tell by looking at them more often than not.
It lines up.
Yeah.
And we just got a call this morning, my husband and I, our 97-year-old great aunt, who's in a nursing home, just got COVID.
Oh, geez.
And we're supposed to be going on a cruise here in a couple weeks, and we were going to go spend a day with her, and now we can't.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's being isolated. So I'll just leave it at that. And this whole vaccine, now we're finding out we're not eligible to get it.
Yeah, this is insane. Bob Kennedy is just, his policies are going to kill Americans.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. Well, he's a lawyer who's pretending he's a doctor, which is just like, a prescription for disaster. Pun intended.
And the thing is thisness of 2020 all over again.
Yeah.
And that should terrify all of us.
Yeah.
And the only thing we can do if we can't get a vaccine is mask up.
Yeah, Jim, as a flight attendant, I'm curious. I've wanted to ask flight attendants. I've been on a couple of flights recently, but I just never felt like it was appropriate to ask. But when you think about the people who are most likely to have COVID when you encounter them, it's not going to be people in a restaurant. People don't go to restaurants when they feel like crap. It's probably not going to be people shopping. You can always call, one of the DoorDash or something. But if somebody paid $1,500 for an airplane ticket 3 months ago, they're not going to let that thing go away. They're going to get on the damn plane, especially if they're on their way home. And so It seems like you, as a flight attendant, are probably seeing more people with COVID than anybody else in any other profession outside of medicine. And, two of my kids are in the medical profession, and I'm hearing that COVID is picking up here too. But are you noticing something quite different now compared to just a month or so ago? And what are the flight attendants doing? Are you guys getting sick, or are you wearing masks, or how are you protecting yourselves?
So I've had 5 days off, and I've decided that I'm going to be N95ing. I have 3 coworkers that I know very well that have COVID right now. So it is happening. And just hearing the coughing and everything on the plane, it's not a secret. Like we all know it's happening. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of us over the coming weeks are going to be masking up.
Yeah, I was on a flight to Houston a couple of weeks ago, and maybe a week and a half ago, and one of the flight attendants was wearing a mask, but the other 2 or 3 were not, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, so it's not required, obviously.
Yeah.
It's optional, but I think over the coming weeks you're going to see more and more and more flight attendants. We come into contact with thousands of people a week.
Right.
And it's just, we just don't want to get it.
Yeah, no, I mean, every time you get COVID, you're risking long COVID. You're risking damage to your internal organs. I mean, it's still a very bad disease.
And that's the thing. And there are so many different long COVID side effects that we're just finding out about. Mm-hmm. Memory loss.
Yeah. Including mild dementia. Yep.
Exactly, and mental issues.
My best friend died of COVID last year, and the way it got him was it clotted up his pancreas and threw him into a diabetic coma. which then provoked a heart attack. I mean, this is a blood clotting disease, basically. It's, it attacks the cardiovascular system. And
it's so much more than the flu.
Yeah.
And we're just now realizing the long-term effects.
Yeah.
And also my husband right now is at a funeral for a girl that committed suicide, and she was 30 years old. She had COVID, and we don't know, like, did that cause some type of mental state?
Did she end up with long COVID? It might have been.
We don't know.
Yeah. That's so sad.
So, yeah, it's time to mask up. If we can't get a vaccine, that's the only tool we have.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Louise and I, when we go out to eat, we always look for restaurants where we can sit outdoors if we're going to, eat in a restaurant. When we go shopping, we try to choose times when I mean, it's been 4 years, since the pandemic, or 5 years now. But we're still trying to, stay safe, because I just signed up for my next COVID shot for, I think it's going to be Friday, tomorrow. Maybe it's next week. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look, but.
Well, and a lot of us have not become complacent, but we've also I've had 3 vaccines, 4 vaccines. Like, how many more do I need?
Yeah. Well,
the reality is it has to be every year, and
every 6 months, really. It really should be. But now you're going to have to get a prescription from your doctor, and you're probably going to have to pay for the shot if you're under 65, and you're a flight attendant.
For me personally, I'll probably be able to get it because I'm considered a quote frontline employee. Working with the public, but for everybody else,
it's crazy that this has been politicized.